Hi, my name is James Green. I'm with Godchild.com, and I'm just here to leave a video with y'all guys to touch base with y'all, let y'all know what's going on with the update with Godchild. We're getting out there. We're putting the word out there. We did Fox 26 News. We did a couple of radio stations. We did Victor Trevino's Night Out. That went great. We got a lot of response, a lot of feedback. Everything went, pretty good. We got the awareness out there. We got a lot of people on Facebook. I want to applaud y'all guys on Facebook because I interact with a lot of y'all people from Facebook, Twitter, and Gmail, YouTube. I get a lot of feedback now. I stay on my computer. I get off work at 5:30 every evening, and I'm on the computer till 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, answering emails and answering comments on Facebook. And then I got to get up the next day at 5 o'clock and do it again. Go to work from 5 to 5:30, get out there, get home, jump on that computer, and start answering y'all questions, answering y'all comments. And I appreciate that. I'll do this for 30 years. I'll never stop. My main priority is saving kids' lives and saving these kids from dying in these hot cars. Right now, we're at 35 kids that lost their lives due to hot cars, which is terrible. Last year we were at 33. The year before that, 33. 2010, 49. We averaged 38 kids that die in hot cars every year on an average for the last 15 years. Unfortunately, Texas leads the nation. 86 kids plus have died in Texas. Florida, 61 plus. California, 36 plus. Louisiana, 20 plus. We need to take a stand, people. We need to get this going. 31% of the kids that die in hot cars are under 1 year old. They haven't celebrated their 1 year birthday. 31% of 596 kids as of today in the last 15 years. 596 kids have died in hot cars. 87% of the kids that die in hot cars are 3 years and younger. This is preventable. That's why I stress this and push this so hard. This is preventable. We can stop this from happening. We just gotta stay alert and focused on our priorities. I know job, bills. I understand that we got all kinds of stress on us, but our number one priority is our children. Our children is our future. We need to save our kids from this terrible death. The last 8 kids that died in hot cars, 3-year-old, 6-month-old, 2-year-old, 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-month-old, 7-month-old, and 3-year-old. I have grandkids that range in this age. And every time I look at them in the eye, it makes me push a lot harder. I'm going to do whatever I take and my ability to push and get this awareness out. We did Fox 26 News. We did a few radio stations. That went great. We got a lot of feedback. My website was hitting 300 visits a day. And everything's going great. But I need to get to that next level. And that's when I came up with talking to some of my staff. The funds weren't there to become nonprofit. So, but that was my first big accomplishment that I wanted to do, is become nonprofit with Godchild. So I said, I'll sell a few hang tags. I'll sell a few stickers, car pads, the steering wheel covers. I'll sell some of this to raise the money to become nonprofit, and then I'll become nonprofit, and then I'll be able to give everything away. Get the awareness out there faster. It just hasn't worked out that way. So I was talking to my staff, and we came up with we're gonna go ahead and start up a GoFundMe.com /3P3X. I'm sorry. GoFundMe /3P3WXO. That's our link to contribute to Godchild. And with those funds, I'm gonna do the go nonprofit, and I'm really trying to get that done as soon as possible, because we're at 35 kids that lost their lives in hot cars. That is unacceptable. I can't accept that, and it's happening, and I can't deal with it. I need to move forward and get out there faster. I mean, going nonprofit, I'll be able to, do 100 times more hang tags, more events. I'll be able to get to Florida, to travel to California, and I've been to Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth, Louisiana, Odessa. I've been in the surrounding areas of Texas, which my funds can limit me to where I can go. But becoming nonprofit, I'll be able to go to places that I need to get to. I send a lot of literature to Florida, California, Louisiana. I send them literature, but I need to be out there and pass this literature out and talk to the public and let them know how important this is. A lot of people believe this will never happen to me, but it does. So what I'm trying to do is get this awareness out there as fast as possible, because it's not fair for these kids. They're still dying in hot cars, and that is a terrible, terrible death. I've done experiments when it's 90-degree weather outside, and in 30-40 minutes, an hour, it's 150 in the vehicle. In 10 minutes, it gets over 100 degrees. At 107, it's lethal. A child can die in temperatures of 104, 107 plus. So we need to get this awareness out there. We need to stand up and take action now. Recently, a dad just lost his 6-month baby. I send out alerts on Facebook every morning, on Facebook and Twitter. Did you remember to drop your child off at daycare? It's an alert. If we're friends on Facebook, you get it every morning. If we're friends on Twitter, we follow each other, you get it every morning. This dad went to drop off his 2 kids at school. En route to the daycare, he ended up going home, getting in his company vehicle, leaving his personal vehicle there with his 6-month baby in there, went to work for hours. After work, went to go pick up his baby at the daycare. They told him, "You never dropped off the baby in daycare." That's when he realized. But I strongly believe if my hang tag was hanging out his rearview mirror with this baby looking at him, saying this is preventable, I strongly believe it could have saved that baby's life. It could have reminded him, I never dropped a baby off at daycare. His child can still be alive. I believe that. I really strongly believe that this hang tag helps. I've spoken to a lot of people that throughout the day, that hang tag's hanging there, and they make phone calls to their cousins, their sisters, or brothers. How's the baby doing? just to make sure they don't forget. Another thing too, when you're out of your vehicle, lock your doors. Because little babies, and it's happened this year, climb into the vehicle, a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, and don't know how to get themselves out of that vehicle, and they end up losing their life in that vehicle. So when your child is missing, the first place you check is your vehicle. Daycare drop off, that's what I send these alerts out every morning. And never overlook a sleeping baby. Every time you get to a destination, even though you know you don't have your baby, check your back seat. It's only going to take you 2 seconds. Just take a look back there. It ain't going to hurt you any. I tell you something, if you forget your purse, your wallet, your cell phone, you're going to run back to that vehicle and get it. I'm trying to get something to work out with the GMC, Chevrolet, Ford. I sent them emails over and over again. I want to get an alert installed in every vehicle manufactured. Every brand, Honda, Chevy, everybody. I want to get an alert installed in those vehicles to remind them. And whenever the ignition turns off, check your back seat. Hey, they tell you when your tire goes low. They tell you when your windshield wipers are low of fluid. Check oil. It's your 3,000 miles. Time for an oil change. It tells you when your door is open. It can also tell you to check your back seat. I'd rather check my back seat than find out if my tire is low or I need to change my oil. I'd rather lose my car than lose my child. Go to my website, godchild.com. But if you feel it in your heart and you can help me out to get the word out there to save these kids' lives, I'm saving their lives now, because in the future they can be a police officer, they can be a firefighter, they can be a doctor. They can turn around and save my life when I need them. So I'm here to save their lives now. They can save mine later. Go to GoFundMe.com/3P3WXO. Contribute whatever you can. I really appreciate it. We need to save these kids' lives, starting now. Signing out, my name is James Green, godchild.com. Thank you.